In an attempt to responsibly use public money and scale down and prioritize spending, government officials have been suspended from non-essential foreign travel, and a cap has been placed on delegation numbers where travel is approved. Now, according to a letter sent out to officials, the Chief of Staff and Head of the Public Service, Francis Cosquet, he says it has become necessary to scale down and prioritize spending, focusing on the critical operations and activities that are essential to service delivery to the citizen. And as a result, the following advisory from the National Treasury and Economic Planning, the following has been decided. Foreign travel in these categories for government officials has been suspended. Benchmarking or study visits, research, academic meetings and symposiums, also conferences and meetings where participation is just general, side events or exhibitions, caucus and association meetings, and also sponsored events which attract the need for supplementation in terms of per diem, for example. Public entities scheduled to travel in those categories should now request for virtual participation, according to that letter. Now, foreign travel will only be approved or facilitated for engagements in which the government of Kenya's participation is part of the fulfillment of state obligations and pursuant to the conduct of critical state party engagements, and also for the purpose of fulfilling a statutory leadership role or a membership role in which critical decisions impacting on the country's position are under consideration. Now, when it comes to delegations, well, delegations headed by cabinet secretaries are now not to exceed 3 persons, and that includes the cabinet secretary, him or herself, as head of delegation, where the cabinet secretary is to be accompanied. At least one of the delegates should be a technical officer specialized in that subject matter of the foreign engagement, with no security or personal assistance or even logistics officers other than as exempted. Now, delegations over here headed by principal secretaries, well, they shall not exceed 2 people, including the head of the delegation. And where the PS is to be accompanied, it again should be a technical officer, and there will be no security other than as exempted. Delegations involving both cabinet secretaries and personal secretaries, principal secretaries rather, would be restricted to the 3-person limit. And it is reiterated that cabinet and principal secretaries in the same ministries should not be away on foreign travel at the same time unless the foreign engagement expressly demands the same. Now, over here, chairpersons or CEOs of state corporations, that's limited to just 1 person. And then you have, again, CEOs and chairs of commissions, that's limited to 2 people. Governors, well, they are allowed 3 people, not exceeding 3 people. And then when a county executive committee member is to travel on behalf of a county governor, he or she shall, in fact, travel alone. So the government will continue to further review and direct any additional parameters of its foreign diplomacy in line with this objective to cut down on expenses and, of course, prioritize spending, I should say.